However, a few hundred miles to the east on Pulau Selingan, evidence of the turtles' nests pockmark the beach. Remarkably, 20 years after being born here, the female turtles return to exactly the same beach to lay their eggs.
So the eggs are down there somewhere, and they're probably a good, half a metre to 80 centimetres underneath your feet.
Dr. Nick Pilcher has spent his career studying the turtles around these shores and has been actively involved alongside Sabah National Parks with a major conservation program here. Egg poaching, hunting for their meat and shells, and drowning in fishing nets has led to a dramatic collapse in their numbers in spite of their protected status. To increase the remaining hatchling survival rate, which at best is less than 1% in the wild, Nick and the park rangers patrol the beaches and collect the eggs to put into a hatchery. Every night in the nesting season, up to a score of turtles will come ashore here to lay between 70 and 120 eggs each.
Oh, look, you can see them they just come one after the other.
They look like table tennis balls, don't they?
Oh, look, there they are, yes.
Actually, the ranger has to get the rest of the eggs out of this nest. So where is it? There he comes.
Goodness me.
That's extraordinary, isn't it?
It's another example of how the act of conservation is almost exactly the same as the act of poaching.
Isn't it? Yeah.
What we're doing here for good used to be done by people to take the eggs to steal them for food.
Yes.
Absolutely. Do you want to try and reach in and grab some?
So what do I do? Just
right,
lean
just put
in?
one hand down behind her flipper there. Now you can reach in. Try not to touch her tail.
Oops, got one.
Okay. You're going to try and grab them all out before she finishes laying. So.
I know, it's hard.
Can I feel it?
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, it's warm and heavy.
Yeah, that's it. But what's interesting is that you can make a little dimple in it. Notice that? It's a little bit flexible.
Oh, yes.
Right? And that gives it a little bit of play when it falls into the nest.
And there it is. I can't see anything through the light. I can't see a shape.
They don't get any fresher than these. How many was that?
95 total.
That's a good number.
No, she's starting to cover it up.
Right. Now, notice
She thinks the eggs
she
are still
thinks
there.
the eggs are still there.
Yeah.
So she's going to cover this up just like it was any other nest. She's being extremely careful about how she puts her weight down.
All the eggs are being kept in a sort of inner dome, as it were, and then the looser sand will get...
Exactly.
It is more sophisticated than just filling the hole with sand.
Isn't it? She's building a whole shape around it.
The other thing that's interesting to see is she's using her front flippers throwing sand
To backfill.
Wow.
Oh,
You
getting
pick up
showered
that
in
and
sand straight in your face.
Yes, it was. Extraordinary. There's a lot of power in those flippers.
Yeah. I'm gradually disappearing.
Yeah. There you go. Look at you.
So when she starts heading towards the sea, is she going towards the sound of the sea or the lights?
She's actually going to follow the slope of the beach, possibly somewhat the sound of the waves.
She's going really quickly now.
Look at that.
Yeah,
Look at the speed
she can
of her.
smell it.
She's so happy to be back. Well done, Mother.
Good job done.
Well done. Some of the great themes in nature, the power of maternity and the power of instinct and the fitness for purpose, all come together in the turtle, almost like no other animal.
For me, it's that fitness of purpose. Hundreds of millions of years.
Are there still lots of mysteries surrounding sea turtles? Still lots of unanswered questions?
Absolutely. Look, we know what happens to them when they go into the sea. We understand a lot about this magnetic orientation, but how do they make it back? And then you stop and think about that and you go, well, who told them they should come back here? And while it's natural and there's a homing instinct, how is that homing instinct derived? How do they even do it?
Fantastic.
Oh,
That was one of the great evenings of my life.
I get to do this on a daily basis.
Yeah.
These eggs.
The hatchery is half in shade, half in sun, as the slight temperature difference determines the sex of the animal. 2 degrees is all it takes to change a male to a female. If only our lives were that easy.
That's right. Actually, if the nest is quite warm, you'll get a greater number of females.
So have you got one that's due?
Well, if we look, we just wander up and down here and just see what there is. But There could be some.
This one looks. So this one, they've
That one
already
looks
come
like
out.
it came out.
Yeah.
Oh, look, here you go. There
So
you go.
how do they-
Look at this. Look at
Do
this.
they
Here you
climb
go.
up? Oh, is,
No,
We've
here.
got one that's just. They're all
Yeah, this,
hatching.
they're just about to come out.
Oh my
Here you go.
goodness!
Look at this.
Can I hold them?
Yeah, yeah. There you go.
Oh, that's the most fantastic animal, isn't it?
Look at this.
Oh, it's literally just been
Yeah.
born, effectively.
Yeah.
It's first sight of the world, isn't it?
they're perfect.
One of the things you'll find with these animals, when they're walking down the beach, and they can feel something underneath them, then they've got an alternating gait, so they one
Just on
flipper,
land,
then
just
just on
walking
land.
along the sand.
But the minute they go weightless, so the minute they're in the water, they'll start to swim.
Oh wow,
They
that's
just-
fantastic.
Right? So it's swimming along. It's as if he was in the water. And notice also that the head comes up for a breath.
Oh,
just
it's all
like it
automatic.
would. Look at that. See, the head's coming up for a breath as if it was in the water.
Oh, look, there are more down there.
Right.
But they're all
there's-
coming out.
Yeah,
They're
they're
all getting
all,
ready.
all
Oh,
coming
my
out.
goodness.
Once
This
some
one
of
back.
them start to move, that's the message
The
to the ones
signal.
underneath. Come on, guys, let's come out and go and see the beach.
Let's put this one back with this
A
one.
swarm of them. Does it say how many eggs
Well,
there were in that
there
trap?
were 81 eggs. That's very healthy, extremely healthy. Let's get these guys out to the ocean rather than keep them waiting around.
Yes, please.
Fantastic.
This is excellent.
Yeah.
Evening time when hatchlings would typically be coming out.
So they'd come out just before the sun drops down, would they?
Yep. I think this is a good enough spot to let them go. The idea is in nature they would actually come out and run down the beach, and as they're running down the beach, they're picking up on magnetic fields.
Right, so they need a bit of a run-in just to
Exactly.
orient
Get
themselves.
their
And
bearings.
Exactly
and so on,
right.
yeah.
And then once they go through here, then they'll have a much better idea of where they're headed. So
Oh, this is
I'd
gonna be
rather release
amazing.
them up here,
Just-
and we can just gently release this.
How extraordinary.
Look at that.
oh my goodness, I can take
And,
this.
and notice one thing, that they're headed straight towards the brightest spot.
They are, aren't they? Straight
Where
for the sun.
Straight where the sun.
That is the most incredible sight.
Fantastic. Look at them. Look at him. They're desperate.
But there's no hanging around. They're not nervous about it. They're straight in the sea, aren't they?
Notice as soon as they float,
They're
they,
doing
they,
that
they,
movement.
they change their
Yeah.
they change
Head
their
up,
swimming
just
pattern.
like the clockwork toy. Hey, look, there's one last one up here. Look, Stephen.
Oh, yes. Come on.
Come on, you.
Oh, no. The crab grabbed it as it went over the hole. Rescue it. I know you're not supposed to intervene, but hey.
Nearly there.
That's it. Go for it. Good luck.
Yeah, made for the water.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I've never seen anything quite so magical in all my life.
I know that's one of the best wildlife things I've seen.
20, 25 years from now, hopefully she'll be
Long-
back laying eggs if she's a girl.
That was fantastic.
Great sight.